Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
I'm Rich Masabny.
And we're here to bring you another edition of the Arlington Weekly News for sometime around the middle of May 2010. Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. It's going fast.
Years flying by,
is
it not?
Flying by.
Taste of Arlington is behind us. Hard to believe. Okay. We may have a report on that here in a week or so, right? You think?
Yes.
Yes.
When you get back.
Okay. Let me see. News and Community Bulletin Board, News for Seniors, Rich in his reviews. Got some reviews tonight?
Yes, sir.
And doing double duty again tonight, Rich is talking with Miss Senior America, Gail King. Very lovely lady, and we'll bring that interview to you at the end of the show.
Yes, we will.
Okay. But before we begin,
yes,
Daniel.
Craig, remember you can watch the Arlington Weekly News on the AIM website. It's at arlingtonmedia.org/Arlington-weekly-news.
All right, and dash the news. Here we go with our first of our news items. Arlington police are investigating 2 cases of assault and battery that occurred on May 8th and May 13th, and they're asking for your help. The first incident occurred in the 1800 block of North Scott Street at around 3:45 in the morning in an apartment complex pool house. The suspect is described as Hispanic, in his early 20s, approximately 5'7" in height, weighing around 160 pounds with short dark hair. At the time of the incident, he was wearing a black chef-style jacket with white writing on the chest. We have a computer-produced composite image for you to look at there. The second incident occurred on May 14th around 10:50 p.m. in the 2000 block of Wilson Boulevard. The suspect's description is similar to the one we just showed you. If you have any information about either of these incidents or a suspect, please call Arlington Police Tip Line at 703-228-4242. You can also call Arlington County Crime Solvers at 1-866-411-TIPS, 1-866-411-8477. Crime Solvers offers a reward of up to $1,000 for information leading to an arrest. Callers to Crime Solvers do not have to give their names or testify in court. Daniel.
And Craig, the new county manager, Michael Brown, has reported on board. We mentioned in early April that he'd been hired away from the Savannah, Georgia to succeed Ron Carley. Before his Savannah job, he'd done similar work in Columbus, Georgia and Stratford, Connecticut. He's a native of Prince William County and graduated Phi Beta Kappa with bachelor's and Master of Public Administration degrees from the University of Virginia. He'll be living, of course, in Arlington, and we wish him well.
Absolutely. All right. Next on our news items here, do you know what a flood insurance rate map is? Well, it can save you money, big time. The Federal Emergency Management Agency publishes flood hazard maps to show the parts of the community that are subject to flooding. Arlington's flood zone maps have been updated and they're available for public review. It's worth looking at the maps because flood risk can change over and we're vulnerable to some degree. These maps are still considered preliminary, so if you know of something that hasn't been taken into account, you have a chance to correct that. Arlington County is already holding public meetings about the maps updating, so if you want more information about the flood map updates, you can call them 703-228-6542. Daniel.
And have you heard about the latest developments at the Arlington Free Clinic? Well, they're back in their original neighborhood and are now at 2921 11th Street South in the Halstead building near the intersection of Columbia Pike and South Walter Reed Drive. And they're greener than before. When they had to move out temporarily and needed to plan for their return, the clinic staff and board were able to design a facility that includes Energy Star rated equipment, recycled materials, and more features considered important by the U.S. Green Building Council. They were aiming for the council's lead silver certification, but actually qualified for gold. So not only are they doing good by providing medical services to uninsured Arlingtonians, they're also doing good for the environment. Good going, Arlington Free Clinic.
All right. Another news item is Arlington schools. About the schools, 6 Arlington schools are going to receive more than $5,500 in grants from Arlington Community Foundation. These grants will give the schools a chance to enhance their programs for preschoolers to adults. Such things as summer music workshops, sculpture and dance study, theater, and the environment. The schools getting the grants are Abington, Carlin Springs, Glebe, and Key Elementary Schools, Kenmore Middle, and Wakefield High Schools, the HILTB Science Program. Details are available on the school's website. You can check it out at apsva.us. Daniel.
And Craig, County Board has agreed to propose funds to rebuild Wakefield High School in a county bond referendum for 2010. This means that voters will have a chance to approve money for Wakefield 2 years earlier than was planned for in 2008 Capital Improvement Program. The county and Arlington Public Schools collaborated closely on designing the new facility. County Board Chair Jay Facet advised that by moving the project ahead, the county can get cost savings from reduced construction costs during the current recession. The board is set for to adopt the 5-year capital improvement program on June the 12th.